For more on this story, let's bring in Marwan Hamade, Lebanon's Minister of Education. Mr. Hamade, thank you very much for joining us today here on France 24. What was your reaction to Mr. Hariri's resignation?
Well, I was not totally surprised. Of course, I didn't know any timing about it or the reason, especially the one concerning the attempt or the possible attempt on his life. But tensions were rising for some time, and it was obvious that the compromise reached by the President of the Republic and Prime Minister Hariri last October over including Hezbollah in the government on the condition that they would temper their actions and quieten down did fail. And it was obvious that the continuous intervention of Hezbollah in Syria with Bashar al-Assad, the increase of their military capacity in Lebanon at the expense of the Lebanese army, was putting the country into exposing the country to two major dangers. One of economic collapse due to American sanctions on Hezbollah, the second to any Israeli attack on Lebanon, which would cost the country a very dear price.
Now, you mentioned Hezbollah there. Could Hariri's resignation be seen as a victory for them?
No, I think it's more a defeat, because I think his presence was covering for them some kind of legitimacy in the Lebanese government, which allowed them to infiltrate more and more into the administrative apparatus and even in the social and political life of the country. So by resigning, he just is exposing them to be asked by the Lebanese population to go back to a more moderate position.
Now, this move brings more political turmoil to the country. So where does Lebanon go from here?
Well, I think the president will have to call upon a national Congress kind of meeting of all the political forces in the few coming days, because the political crisis the government crisis will not be resolved by usually constitutional steps. This is a deeper crisis, a crisis of national identity. Are we with the Arab camp? Are we being driven into the Iranian orbit? These are major options for the future of Lebanon.